Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here in Mordor once again. Obviously we are outside this place which I have completely forgotten the name of. It is Durthang. The reason I forgot that is kind of confused me because it was Durthang but then it was also Durthand. But I sort of looked it up and found the whole thing behind that because I was really confused while trying to look up this place. I went through Durthang with my main character because I know enemies will not attack me, seeing if I could find the areas for all these quests. Doing that, I have decided, at least for the moment, temporarily, we are not going to go through and do that because there is one more quest in there, which is there's like 3 bosses in there, which are a couple levels higher than even those enemies, and we're already struggling with some of them a little bit. But there's already a few guys that are higher than that, and then we've also got there's just it's a very big area. There's a couple more areas that we have yet to go to in that video, and right now it's not really, I think we could do it, it's just gonna take far too long for what I think it's worth. So I'm going to just do regular stuff. We're going to go to Isenmouthe, the gate between Undun and Dor Ammarth. We're just going to go there. That is, I think, very close to, a stable master over here and a few vendors. So hopefully we can just go sell off all our stuff because we still have quite a lot of inventory space used up. We also have some of these here, which are about 25 minutes left on this. So hopefully we can just use up that or sell it, or at least get it into our inventory with the supplies and stuff. We're going to be very careful that we do not die here, but we also have our hobby gift of the day, so let's have a quick look at that. What I'm going to do is I will take the flame. I just realized I can't do it because I haven't got the thing. If I can not get stuck on there, I want to just chuck away something in my inventory. I'm gonna get rid of some of these bone amulets. I did say I was gonna keep them, but honestly not really too fussed with just 15 of them. So let's have a look at our hobbit gift of the day. It is hopefully going to be something of use to us. A rare Matham Hunter's armor, less so. I kind of would have preferred the relic pack, honestly. I mean, any of these would be quite good. We have another soot smudged page. Let's have a quick look at that, shall we?
Here would be the parade ground of his orcish hordes, and the great forge works for their weapons and armor.
Okay, there we are. So, yeah, we just need to make our way through this main path. Because it is the main path, it should be relatively fine. Like going through, there's not going to be a lot of enemies on the main path area. We are going to be taking a bit of damage. We're also taking a very large hit to our frame rate. Not sure why that is the case, but hopefully it's something that resolves itself pretty quickly, because that was quite a hitch. We are using the new client, so it could be something to do with that, or it could be just Mordor being very laggy, because I think once we go past here, this will be further than I've ever gone in Mordor, other than I think this is where the door that you get for your house takes you. Pretty sure that's where that is. Other than that, this is the furthest I've ever gone into Mordor. I have not done this quest ever, since I am now on the quest we did last episode to go into Durthang. That is as far as I am at the moment. Hopefully we can just run past this guy and we'll be good. But yeah, won't worry about that. We can, I guess, stable master back to the Undun foothold and complete that. That should be really easy if the stable masters, which they should, from here and here do match up. I would have thought, it would make sense that they do. Many foes occupy the Isenmouthe. Did Ayorzén come this way? Whoa. War steed, hold your horses, quite literally. I'm gonna see if I can get this page. Might as well pick them all up while we're at it.
Udun was yielded quickly, heedlessly, after our victory in the War of the Last Alliance, as the Dark Host fled back to make its ultimately doomed stand at Barad-dûr.
Okay, so I don't trust my war steed for the moment just because of that. I don't want it to propel me forward. I don't want it to throw me into some random enemies. This is it's probably quite easy to die very quickly if there's that sort of lag. Yeah, this is definitely the place where you get that brought to for that questing and stuff. So Stable Master, most important thing, the Undone Foothold is where we need to go. But first, I want to see, we do have some suppliers. So let's see what we can sell. We do want to keep that. A lot of this stuff is really useful to us. Like all this stuff, it's not useful to us, but it'll be useful to like other characters. So what I want to do then is I do want to oh, that was that awkward one, which I didn't know if it was worth it, because we get a lot more agility, but we lose the vitality by quite a bit. I'm going to keep that still. I do not want to put that on. That's not what I wanted to do. We wanted to dismount, and we should then be able to... This is going to be really, really confusing. Right, we need to there, and then left click. There we are, 10 motes of enchantment, because then we can go and spend all this on here. I have quite a lot of motes. I assume the motes of enchantment, yeah, they are. You get 10k max, but they're also shared. So there's another thing that's shared, but this is the sort of stuff we can expect to get at level, you know, level 115, we're 2 levels away. You know, obviously there's going to be stuff which is more for us, like medium agility armor. That stuff is going to be a lot more agility, a lot more vitality, some light of Arendelle as well. But we're going to lose that critical rating, but then we're going to get more of the other stuff. So when we get to 115, it'll be worth looking at, as well as getting some new weaponry. I don't know if this person has any. Looks like a no, but we can get like jewelry at least as well. That's level 115. Is it going to be better than stuff we can get from epic battles at 115? I'm not entirely sure. Probably not for the platinum stuff at the very least, but we'll have to see. But enough of me blabbering on. Before we go back to the Undone Foothold, need to defeat 5 enemies near the Isenmouthe, which is actually something I don't really pay attention to till I already got here. Because if I die, which I don't think will happen, but if I do, I can go back to the Undone Foothold and hopefully just get back here. Rather than have to mess myself up. You do not count as an enemy, so fair enough. But I've now got that almost insurance of the fact that I can get back here without having to go fully through this place. And then we can just attack these guys, which hopefully should be fine. And you also will be an enforcer, so you'll be part of that other quest for us. So hopefully that's all good. I don't actually know. I don't think you can anymore. I can't. But I don't know if you can actually get drops from these guys that get you the motes of enchantment. What used to be Ash of Golgoroth. I think that's what they got changed into. You used to be able to get like drops, but if I remember correctly, you can't get like weapon drops and stuff like that that could be disenchanted. Or yeah, like is it disenchanted? Yes, that would be. Yeah, disenchanted is the correct word. That's fine. We can get Traveler's Steelbound loot boxes. Imagine if you could disenchant those. That would be amazing. Luckily, we only need to kill 5. Now that I've said that, I'm probably going to have to go and kill like 10 after this. But we do need to be a little bit careful. I'm just going to focus on the lower level enemies for the moment, just so we get through it. Like, if I can get the choice between someone with 30k morale and 77k morale, I'm going to choose the 30k, even if they're an archer and possibly a little bit more awkward. Just, it makes our life just a little bit easier. And, you know, the Fists of Ugrikor are just going to be something we eventually get done, I'm sure. It's not something I'm really worried about going out of my way to find. You have a lot more morale. I guess having a melee enemy with more morale is fair enough for us because it's going to take a little longer to kill, but they're not going to be able to attack us most of the time because of the way that we attack everybody. But yeah, we can still get, because they're humanoids, we can get scroll cases, you know, and drops for that. Eorlingus though, Western mix. It's like really weird because these guys are like 20 levels above that item. But I guess you don't really get scroll cases for anything higher than Western and Eastern. I think that's west of it. Yeah. You don't really get scroll cases for anything higher than that. You just, you know, buy them, or they're like vendor items. So I guess it's fair enough that they just sort of go to the next highest pool of items, because they are, yeah, humanoids, and they probably go, are you in this level? Really? Some of those did not count. Do you count? So you don't count, and you just tripped over some rocks. So we need to find enemies that specifically count towards near the Isenmouthe. That's a little bit weird, because we were near the Isenmouthe. You find a crumpled paper, scrolls. You find a crumpled paper covered in a crude scroll. So we only needed to kill 4. And then find this item on the 4th one. Message can be read from your inventory. I like that it has to tell me that. So, message for Ugricor. So the captain of the pit, Ugricor, Lord of Durthang, my guards did the best they could, and we can't shut the Isenmouthe as you commanded. The blast of heat from the mountain bent and twisted the doors, and now they cannot be fully shut. Some of you passed through before we received your command, and we are now turned away, orcs and easterlings alike. None will get past us. I will send this message to you with one of my finer runners. May he reach you quickly, Keeper the Carrick Angren. I know what I'm saying. Show the message you recovered to Anoth near the Isenmouthe. So where's Anoth? He is further up. So I'm going to get rid of this quest. Just because I don't want to go to the wrong places. So all we need to simply do is now go talk to him. I don't know why he doesn't just go over to there, where there's like Stable Master, and I guess you don't need much of a like fire for warmth, but it's like, I think there's a campfire over there, and it's just a nice area, all in all. Don't know why he's not there. And I've got to go through these guys, which is a little annoying. And I've just aggroed 2 of them. Hopefully, I'm just going to run this way till they don't aggro, and then... Or should we just... We might as well just kill them, honestly. We're an archer, we can probably get them before they get to us. Except that... Nope. You gonna... Okay, so the warrior left. This dude didn't, but I think I did, you know... I aggroed him and walked closer to him, so... You know, not a huge deal.
Did Ayorzén come this way?
You show the message you recovered Anoth. He considers for a moment. Ugricor must have commanded these orcs to close the Isenmouthe at the doors of the room from the blast of the mountain and upheavals of Mordor. They cannot shut them at all. For treacherous enough for us, mayhap, but even more so, it seems that they have turned easterlings away and not permitted them to pass the gate without permission of Ugricor. They turn Ayorzén away. Is he still in Undun? Such Undun for the easterling camp. There is one Rudavorn somewhere in the north who may return to his people. That is up here. So luckily we are on that path. Just need to run up there. I'd expect it to be further over here before now, but if it means we have to end the episode with going over there and completing this quest, then so be it. Really, it's just going to be experience and also the signet rings that we're really worried about. We don't really care about any like armor rewards or anything like that at the moment. It's really not worth it. Now you are a spy, which I have a quest to defeat, so I am going to take the time out of my day to actually defeat you. You count? No, you don't. We specifically have to go up all the way up here. Are you gonna aggro me, or are you just... You gonna go up with me eventually? Ah, no, the Durthang spy. So I'm just gonna have to kill this warrior, because otherwise... Oh, now you decide to do that. Fair enough. So it looks like we're gonna get a couple of spies on the way up. Let's have a look at the map when we defeat him. Looks like we are gonna get a couple. You've got them mainly on the pathway. As a hunter, it's quite good because we can detect them for the most part. As other classes, I'm not sure how easy that would be to do. We also have the tracking skills and stuff, so just overall it's a lot easier for us to do. I wonder if we can jump up through there. That's not where we want to go to anyway. Completely wrong area. I just kind of saw a camp, and it was where I was attacking an enemy. It was dismounted anyway. I kind of just assumed it was what I was after. But no, it should be up here, this little area here that we are after. Anybody at all? Anybody in? Right. Luckily, it's only 6 of them, but I assume what it's going to be is kill 6 enemies, then find, like, a trace of Ayorzén, or find them physically, or something. It's going to not just be as simple as kill 6 enemies, because even the last quest was not as simple as just kill 6 enemies. There's some sorcerers here as well. I kind of want to stay away from them. Sorcerers are just really awkward when it comes to everything. But it looks like we might not have a choice. Like, well, it'll be 3, 4, 5. And then if we can just get one more enemy after that, even if one of them's a sorcerer, and then we just don't worry about the quest too much, you know, it's not a huge issue. We haven't really got the space to hold on to a bunch of quests as well, so I don't really want to be doing that. Or I will most likely just try and get these 2 enemies here if I can. I'm just gonna, once this guy's dead, just throw down my campfire. I'm a little bit lower morale than I'd like. And I'll do Purge Poison, even though it's a wound. Just to check our out of combat morale regen up. 83,000, so it should take about half a minute to get back to full from where we were. The lovely thing about having a campfire with you is just the health regen. So when you're like having a little bit of a break, you can just regen your health back to max, just like that. I might as well get this guy, because just like that Enforcer, I think, last episode, it's one of those things where we could easily get past him, but he's going to catch us out at a later point anyway. And I wonder if we can get that Archer on their own. Or it might be a case of just get this Sorcerer on his own. Oh, I didn't even have to kill 6 enemies. I just had to kill 5. Why not just say 5? The other one was 4. Why not just say 4? Or make me kill at least 6. I want to get him before he can summon anything. I'm probably not going to, because he's trying to now. Right, cool. We're going to decline it. Don't really care too much. Now we need to find Anoth along the road of the Road Vaughan. The more he does this, the more I feel like I'm just being strung along. Previously, we've had the case of I felt like, you know, someone's lying to me and it's turned out to be true, but I'm also just very, very, very not trusting. So, oh, he's found Ayorzén, I guess. I just feel like something's off. The amount of, like...
Do you rejoice to pursue a man who has done nothing?
There was no kindness in the hearts, no forgiveness. I am Ayorzén, the humble, nothing more. When I escaped J.R.R, I thought to build my strength, find my allies, and rain destruction upon my jailers, a great multitude of enemies, but it is not to be. I went to Isenmouthe, the gods did not let me be. I went to my old camp, home my servants and sworn men both, and they found it hostile to me. They had given Orticle the command, and all my servants and all my sworn men looked upon me as a coward and as an unwelcome stain upon the Kundala, conspirators and ingrates, all of them. I sat down here on the road, once mighty Ayorzén, fallen so low as I have no place in all the world. I am not welcome in Golgoroth, even the orcs spit upon me. There is no place for me within my own kind, despite my long military service and impressive chain of titles and deeds. Orticle has seen to that, and Gondor, do not make me laugh, vile pursuers. Gondor would never welcome one such as me. I care not for that invaded land anyway. I feel like they might, it would take a while, but they might be able to be like, hey, this dude is no longer part of that. You know. I've been waiting here for you to catch up with me and put an end to my miserable day. I surrender to you. Do with me what you will. And if you levy death upon me now, you will shame yourself in all the honor you claim. I am Ayorzén, twice imprisoned, first by one side and then by another. What do you call yourself? Tovalad, and he is Anoth. I've heard more impressive names. Truly, I have worn them myself. Do you want this trinket? It is no use to me. I stole it from the vault of J.R.R, for I thought it might be useful. Yes, I wanted a valued artifact to barter with some self-importance. Greed-blinded fool. You can have it. Ayorzén gives you the heirloom he stole from J.R.R. It has an unpleasant aura about it.
You don't believe his sad story, do you?
Clenches and unclenches the fish. You cannot kill him. He is a surrendered man. You tell he weaves one of despair, whether I believe it is truthful or not. If we just slay him now, be no better than Ogrekor who betrayed the Thandrim. It's true, actually. There are parallels there. We must keep a close eye on him and not forget that he's our enemy. There are other enemies that cast him aside. Does not absolve him of the guilt of his crimes. Basically, we need to take the trinket to Mithrandir. I don't know where he is right now. I'll have to check. Yeah, it may have been that his stay in the vault has imbued it with an unpleasant aura that surrounds it. Bring it to the wizard, see what he thinks. I suppose we have to bring our captive out of Mordor. I do not like this, but we do not have much choice now. So I need to find Mithrandir. So I'm going to take off this quest. And then he is at the front of the Black Gate. So it is probably best for us at this moment to go down through here, go to the Undone Foothold, complete that quest, go up to here at the Black Gate, and then probably that'll be us done for the day. I know we've not got much done, but there's a lot of like running around and doing a lot of stuff. So, but we'll also make a decent amount of money because these stuff will sell at least. Always good. Though money is never really a massive concern for us. I think I have more money on this account than my main, but I spend a lot more money on my main account, so it all balances out, really. And a lot of the stuff I buy for this character, I buy from my main anyway, so, you know, pure value, I've got more on here, but technically, I've had an overall higher amount, and I guess my total like equipment's worth and everything is quite a lot more. I've had to like buy first stage legendaries and stuff. Speaking of, I need to really sort out my my legendary stuff. I was thinking about making a character just for a vault, like a vault character, recently, so I might be doing that soon and chucking like half my inventory away. Because stuff like this, the Reveler's Shield, I don't know where I got that from, but I really don't need it. I think that came from a Traveler's Steelbound loot box. I know this one came from the battle, so I kind of don't want to chuck that away. But yeah, let's get our Stable Master. We'll worry about that all at some later point in time. We'll get the Stable Master up to the Undone Foothold, finish a few, come forward, and then finally we will complete this quest, give it to Mithrandir, and see what he has to say and carry on from there. So, Undone Foothold, let's go, and get this all done. Okay, Undone Foothold, that was a lot quicker than I expected it to be. You are who I need to talk to. A few come forward. So this is the one where, I think this is the one with the surrendered people. So let's complete that. 135k XP for that. That is amazing XP, obviously, just generally. But yeah, we also get reputation, some slight amount of silver, about half the trip from here, or from back to here from the other area. And obviously the most important thing is the free silver signets, because what I might do is I might give this to Mithrandir, go back to the Undone Foothold and have a quick little look at all the stuff that we can actually pick up. But I might do that off episode, so we'll probably start at the Undone Foothold.
Over 7 years later, after siege, strife, and victory, did Isildur return as king and conqueror to the Vale of Udun.
But yeah, we'll have a quick look at what Mithrandir says, and then if he wants us to do an instance, I feel like this is very instancey setup sort of thing. Could not be, but we'll have a look at what he wants to do, where he wants us to go. I want to have a look at all the stuff, like what I want to be going for, and then after that we will obviously do whatever for the next episode. But I'll probably look at everything off episode because I don't want to waste all that time.
You want an easterling out of Mordor?
Yes. Hand over the artifact that he gave you. Says it closely. It's not an heirloom of Mordor is roofed with corruption. I will see there's aught. I will see if there's aught to learn from it. But for now, you should not trouble yourself with Ayorzén or his purloined gift. Both will be watched, and we will see what might be learned from either.
The air in Udun is filled with choking fumes and unhealthy vapors.
Okay, so we need to find the foundries of Anglak, which are, if I can click in. Up here, which I was about to mention when I was up here, that we have yet to actually go up to this area. This is where I think it was roughly around here that invisible wall was, or not invisible wall, it's supposed to be a wall of a rock or whatever, of a mountain face or side of a rock, and it was, you could go through it. It'd be interesting to see if that's fixed. I will not do it on episode because you genuinely can't get out without /stuck, and that takes you like somewhere else. Quite far away, but we can actually just go straight up from Angluk here, so we'll just start at the end of Foothold, go up there next episode. There's no point in going all the way to Isenmouthe, back up and doing that. Yeah, I was actually about to mention how the fact we hadn't done that yet, and then we'll get some jewellery. Maybe it'll be worth it, but it is a necklace, so we only get one. This looks like what we'd be after. It is actually better than what we have, but has no fate, and also we lose max morale, which counteracts the 8 extra vitality. So again, might be worth doing. We'll probably disenchant it, I'll be honest, but it might be worth chucking on an essence slot. I'll probably still disenchant it though, and that's still level 95, so if that's like what, 12 levels low and it's still on par, definitely we need to get back into the epic battles. So maybe I'll stream some epic battles. Maybe we'll do that. Just stand the tortoise. I need to get back into streaming, so might be the perfect thing to do. So we'll do that. I'll have a look at the end of Foothold, and we'll go to the Foundries in the next episode. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.